Hello, in the second video, I'd like to show an overview of the financial accounting master data and the financial statement under the SAP Fiori Launchpad. As we mentioned, if you are looking for specific modules in the SAP Fiori Launchpad, you can directly go to the modules and the sub-modules as needed. For this one, we're looking for the financial accounting, but with the arrow, we have sub-modules underneath. For master data of general ledger and financial statement, you can go from accounts payable or account receivable. Both of them will lead you to the functions. I will do the first, the account payable, so click on that. You see the tiles. So under here, we normally call the tiles for the specific functions or the sub-modules we are looking for. First, I like to show how to view the general ledger accounts, the chart of accounts set up for the global bike company. And this can be set up for any real companies if you use the SAP system. So manage GL, so means your general ledgers, the accounts we used to make the journal entries and show in the financial statements. So manage GL account master data as we explained in the class. So means the relative permanent data structure we set up for the financial accounting system, like the cash account, bank account, revenues, account receivables. We want to keep those master data structure stable rather than change very often. So the data in the company will be relevant and stay stable, especially for comparison purpose. So if you click on this tile, sometimes the system responds a little bit slow, just be patient. So chart of accounts, I believe this one we put let's see this, GL, okay. You can put the GL00 directly, or what that means? That means the chart of account for the global bike group. And because you can see there are the inputs in the system. Okay, so they're all, you can see, okay. So if you see this two squares beside each of the data box, that means the search, all of the available choices. So if I don't choose, I can directly put GL 00 or not O, okay, be careful, 00, and it also will pop up the available choice. So you just confirm that. And I think that's the GL account. I will do the G, like for your specific company code, which is linked to your username. I'm using 094, the student account. So you can use your G096, 97, or if you're over 100, you can have G100, 101. So the last four digits, like the numbers in your username, is your company code. So it's 3 digits. And then I think we can use the chart of accounts view as the default and then go. I think, this is probably we can just omit this because this is for the whole company. Okay. We only need to put the GL00. And for the financial statement, we need the G input. So now you can just click on go. And you will be able to see all of the chart of the accounts, general ledgers used by this demo global bike company, as we show also in the class. It's not really ordered as the balance sheet, or it's kind of like wrong, but by the numbers, but not by the name of the accounts, right? So it's starting from the smallest to the higher. But if you look for some of the familiar names from what we have learned, like the 104, working in process. So that's one of the inventory accounts for a manufacturer company. Finished goods. And prepayment, inventory, and then 1200. This is a very important account receivable. And then your bank account. So like the cash and bank account, we have check account, very detailed, right? Check account, cash in hand, so means like the cash, the real cash, the bills we keep in the company. And we have three banks. So bank one, bank two, and the main bank. And you can create, so if you need like create a new ledger of accounts, if you if you have the rights to create an account, you also can create a new account from here. And then you have other like trading payables. So 33, all of the zeros, that's your accounts payables. Okay, they don't know how to call accounts receivable, accounts payable, but they call trading receivable and the trading payables. And you have payrolls like wage tax payable, other liabilities. Okay, then so all of what you'll need in handling and managing the accounting system for the global bike will be included here. And you can do a mass change, means, oh, I want to update more than one account at a time. Or if you have the access right to do it, you can do from here. So update the account or create a new. We'll have this creating new accounts later when we do the accounts payable module. So your chart of accounts, viewing rights, and the management. Okay, we can go from here. And now let me show some of the details. So let's go back to the raw material, which is the one I put in the handout. If you want to check how one of the chart of the account set up, okay, what's the info included here? So I can check the specific account and click on this arrow in the right of the row. And if you click on that, you can see the details. So click on that. And now you can see all of the definitions for the raw material accounts. Okay, we have 4 different tabs, 4 different areas of data. You have the general, like the title, the head of the data. Okay, it belongs to the chart of accounts, and the account type. Raw material is a inventory under your balance sheet, and the current asset. And the name, okay, like a long name, short name, and so more like created on, like so you can see all of the history of the account setup. And then some more information, okay, like, we have different country translations, and then you can go to the company code. Okay, so because for our company, we have 2 locations or 2 subsidiaries. Both of them has the raw material inventory. Yeah, sometimes you only have this account maybe in one of your subsidiaries. And the controlling data, that's for managerial accounting. Okay, when we do the cost control, for cost analysis, like raw material purchasing, cost management, the controlling area may be different from your company code. Okay, we'll talk about it later. That's kind of the internal organizational structure and management, and where used, okay, in which kind of situations. So financial statement version, and then so all of these are required. Okay, that tells you the history, the contents, and where is used for this account in the company's accounting system. So you can do this check for any account you are interested. So when you try to go back, Okay, go to the prior screen or go to the home screen under the SAP. Always you can use the back arrow. Be careful not your browser back. Okay, is the back arrow under the SAP system. So go to the prior screen and continue go. And I believe one time if you see the home, okay, you can click on the home and you can, or I think if you click on the SAP, it's leading you to the root, okay, the real home screen. So that's the one of the review chart of accounts. Now let's try to see the financial statements. So let's go back to the financial accounting and the account payable again. And this time we are click on the tile under the head of the accounting. So balance sheet, income statement. So click on that. And for this one, we need to input a few item. Okay, so it can generate. This is like a data query. We'll talk about data management kind of in the middle of the term. Like you already, okay, you have some data in the system, right? So input by from the prior periods, from the prior transactions. Now we are trying to retrieve. Based upon your criteria, you are not looking for all of the information, all the data, you are looking for some specific. So we need to specify our criteria for retrieving the data. So we call data query. And I need the company code. For this one, we only have data for the SAP, our academic. Okay, they set up some data under the German division, not the US. So this one we put the GE 0DE00. So it's coming to the from the bike Germany. And the ledger is already there, so O L, okay, like 0L leading ledger is already input. Statement version, this is the one we need to put our individual company. Okay, G means like a general ledger, then 09 for my account. Okay, you should have again your 096 or G101. That's consistent. Use your own account numbers. Okay, the three numbers under your account name. And then once we choose the company code, the currency already pop up. Okay, so just use the default and the period automatically adjust because this is the January 2026 and they got the automatic comparison period from the same month last year. So company code DE00, statement version your G digits, okay, G and their numbers, and then all others is already there, so we click on go. Now you should be able to get a simple, it's like a worksheet, right? With the arrows you can expand like assets, and we continue expand the current assets, and the liabilities. Capital, that's your return earning, your like shareholders equity. External, so outside capital is your liabilities. Don't worry, okay, we have negative inventories because this is again academic. They just try to put some numbers for us to use in the beginning. We will, as we continue to add transactions, add modules into the system, the financial statement will be updated, especially once we input some of the revenues, expenses, cost of goods sold. You will be able to see the income statement items. So these are all accounts, and if you do the balance sheet, okay, they haven't really done balance sheet and then profit and loss. This is like your income statement. Okay, so far it's still the same thing we are getting from the our account is put on the profit and loss. So the format and the name of the financial statements may be slightly different from what we learn in the classroom, but this is what I say like a data query. So if you really use a real-time ERP system, you can retrieve or generate the current financial statement anytime across the accounting period rather than waiting into the end of the month or ending into the quarter. But given you have all of the adjustments have done, that's your monthly, quarterly, or annual financial statement. But this is a quick review again for the purpose of the so under your financial accounting, and how to review the ledger accounts, financial statements. In the next demo, I will show you how to make a few simple like posting, like analyzing transactions, make journal entries, and then manage the journal entries. Okay, so we'll gradually get into more details on the financial accounting and the managerial accounting system.